Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Hudson.
We are Harlott.
And you're watching the Hard Rock Show.
Tonight's feature artist is Harlott with Extinction. We'll get to the interview and some snippets of the new album shortly while Jimmy gets up and breaks his back in the process. The old man's falling apart.
Show him the blue vinyl.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to pull this out while you talk. I'm going to whip that out.
Oh, God, here we go. All right, 12 tracks. Shut up. Don't deny your oranges. 12 tracks in 51 minutes. Third studio album from this Melbourne four-piece. Produced by Chris DeMelco at Monolith Studios. Released April 2017 via Metal Blade Records. This band should need no introduction for long-time viewers of this show. Here we go. While the lyrics and everything else gets showcased. While Jimmy packs up, Dennis is going to go first.
My favourite local band strikes again, delivering an all-out thrash assault once again with their third album. I've been looking forward to this since Proliferation was released, and have had my hands on this for quite some time now. I attended their launch show, and it was probably the best Harlott set I've ever witnessed.
Oh, nice.
That was only a few weeks ago, so Legions of Steel can only be better.
You like a more bent version of Dickie Knee.
Fuck's sake. Chris DeMelco has absolutely outdone himself yet again with the production on this album. Mate, you're the best producer in this country, and I'm proud to say that. The songs are pure Harlott, as Hudson likes to say. He just rewrites the same album over and over, but there's nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, except for what Jimmy just fucking broke.
He broke the camera.
Good one.
Yep.
It's great to hear Ryan Butler's lead guitar work one last time on a Harlott album, as he left the band shortly after recording was completed. There's a reworked song from their very first EP called Final Weapon, and when Butler comes in for the solo with his incredibly harmonised fucking lick, I almost crashed my car when I first fucking heard it. I was like, holy fuck, that's cool. This album is bullshit good. Hudson's vocal work is venomous as always, with fantastic lyrics and melodies. First album with Joycey on drums, even though he's been in the band since the Proliferation album launch. He's come a long way since I first saw him play with Harlott, and the drums sound fucking monstrous. The bass sits really well in the mix, and Tom is an absolute beast of a bassist, so that makes sense. One thing I noticed is that this album is a fair bit slower than the last two, and that's not to say that it isn't fast as fuck, because it is, but I just found a bit more groove on this album. Yep. Dean Wells from Terramaze also did a guest solo on Harlott's longest track yet, And Darkness Brings the Light, at 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Saw him play it live, it was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool.
Can guarantee this will be in my top 10 albums of the year. The only track I didn't really get into was that Slayer cover. Oh shit! I mean, what was it called? The Penis Tent, Penitent, whatever the fuck. Therefore, because I didn't really enjoy that track, I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Standouts are Extinction, Final Weapon, First World Solutions, Conflict Revelation, and Darkness Brings the Light, and Parasite. Fucking hold that shit up again. Look at the artwork.
Well, I'm going to do my review. So you... Oh, sorry, Andrew.
That
break your
artwork is amazing.
Yep.
I love Harlott. Hello.
Someone out there loves Harlott too, apparently.
I've loved watching their career grow over the last few years and see what they've gotten up to with the overseas
We've reviewed every release now.
Yep.
Except for their very first.
I got this on vinyl. The one I showed was Andrew's one. My one's green, but it's exactly the same.
Mine's blue.
And the sound of the record on vinyl is awesome through my speakers. The warmth, it's really, really good. Seen them live heaps. Their live shows are intense and crazy affairs, which I really love to stand back and watch everyone go berserk. Tim Joyce, right, now you might not agree with this, right, but Tim Joyce, and I've told him this, is my favourite metal drummer in Australia. I love that dude and the way
he plays drums in Trigger.
Does he play drums in Trigger as well?
Oh, there you go.
Shit. But no, the Trigger album was all right. It's just the vocals. Yeah. Apart from that, the music was great. But, right, so, okay, right, I'll have a chat to him about that. He is a fantastic player, seriously. That dude, that double bass, I could listen to that all day. What I like about this band...
What you like about this band?
Love about this band is some of the... Fuck. They're very...
Get your reading glasses out on, man.
I love some of the technicality in their music. If you really listen to Harlott's music, there's some really cool shit that this band does.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck yeah.
Yeah. And on the vinyl, I was able to just sit there and really listen in hard. It's great. if you like your old school thrash, you must hear this album, of course, as well as their other albums.
Yeah.
Production's great. Did Chris do it?
Yes.
Temelko. That's 3 schooners for me on
Legions.
Hudson is angry as ever. This band gets better every time,
Yeah.
I reckon. I reckon there's a little bit more melody on this release. Just a little bit.
I'd agree with that a little bit, yeah. Yep.
But the feel of it is a great album. I gave it a 9 out of 10. All the songs. I didn't have a systematic reduction.
That's on the last one.
Oh, no, that's on the last one.
Oh
My
fucking
favourite.
God.
Great. Get it and come and see them live. They're mental.
They are insane live, though.
There's a track list.
Thank you.
How about you fucking check that out?
Yep.
Um,
First World Solutions, yeah.
Anyway, first off, some of the reviews of this album going around, including this one, are something else. Next off, the Melko has fucking nailed this one. Jesus, this album snarls out of the speakers at you. So well balanced though, but it just leaps out. I love how the bottom end hasn't been left behind, and that the drums all come through nicely as well. This has got to be Australia's premier thrash band right now, in my opinion. Yeah, it has to be. It's one hell of a blistering album. I'm going to have the shortest review out of all of this. While it's hectic, they've used space really well in parts of the songs to break things up, and it sounds like it allows things like the solos to shine through a bit more on this release.
Yeah.
What I really like is the little bits of growth on this one that are also completely natural to this band. There are some faster songs, but there are also some slower songs, and they've got some cool groove, which you picked up on as well. I really enjoyed the use of groove on this.
It's not just flat out speed.
No, they can fucking go, but they just dial it back at parts of the songs to just go, okay, here's a breath, and then we'll come back and kick your ass again.
Yeah.
Space, timing, and the shifts, the way the solos are done, go hand in hand with all that as well. Some of the emphasis on certain vocal lines is really done. Like the track "whore" has a really
spitting.
But there's an emphasis just on single sentences. They just, the production boosts it without detracting from the rest of the listen, and it just comes through. It's like they're making a statement with certain lyrics, and the production embodies it, and that's so rare.
Interesting, yeah.
That it's not funny, but I picked up on that straight away. It's like they're deliberately targeting this being out there.
They do that a fair bit.
Yeah. But I love how the lyrics are so clean. Well, not vocally, it's the snarl, but they're clean in the production. They're clear. You can hear every fucking word.
That's right.
For this style of vocal, that's unusual. That's very well done. Not often you get that at all. I also like how you get different elements shining at different times. Things like the very opening of Conflict Revelation, where it's just the drums and the bass at the start of the song. That's fucking cool. If you want wall-punching thrash, this is it. I don't recommend driving a car with this on, though.
No, almost crashed mine.
Definitely speed for sure.
There are some also tempo change in this. It adds even more menace. This is a menacing listen. Tracks like And Darkness Bring the Light really show that off, in my opinion. It's hard to fucking fault this band. It really is. If you want heavy, get this now. 9.5 out of 10. Whore, Conflict Revelation, and Darkness Brings the Light, Epitaph, and Extinction were my standouts. Go to the interview after this fucking epic review, and we'll give you a snippet of the music while that's going on. We'll come back to wrap things up.
I still hate you, Hudson.
He's a lovable bastard. We've been joined tonight by 2 members of Harlott. How are you today?
Very good. Well done.
So it's about your 3rd time on the show now, possibly even more. I'm not sure, actually.
I'd say 3. I'd go hard 3.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Well, but for those that don't know you, introduce yourself and the role you play within the band.
I'm Tom, bass, backup vocals.
I'm Andrew, frontman, band manager,
And
songwriter, lyricist, merch
Anything
designer, lover of all life.
I booked the flights.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he books flights.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
apparently using Skyscan as difficult, Tom.
More of a webjet.
Just get that sponsor money.
Yeah. Better than going for Jetstar, isn't it?
Oh no,
We won't go there.
Tom Brock will
we
fucking
might,
hear it.
we might need to fly Jetstar one day. We might need them.
The last time I had you guys in the studio was April 2015. So that's,
Some time ago.
yeah, about 2 years now.
Oh yeah, almost exactly.
So what have you been doing since then?
Quite a bit, I
Yeah.
guess. We got picked up by Metal Blade.
Yep.
We released the second album, Proliferation, through Metal Blade, and then we toured Europe on the back of the release of our second album, Proliferation on Metal Blade, supporting Annihilator for 6 weeks, and then we enjoyed a Christmas at home with our families. And then last year we wrote and recorded our third album, Extinction. And now we're here, ready to play some shows and have some fun.
With Extinction just being released.
It has just been released.
With
Metal
management.
Yes. So, let's talk about it. Here it is. Proliferation. Not proliferation. Extinction. You fucked me up.
Part 3 of the trilogy, mate.
Yes, it is.
Origin,
kind of like
Proliferation,
Proliferation.
Extinction.
Yes.
And then retire.
Yeah. You say that after every
On my
album.
yacht that I can afford from playing heavy metal in 2017. Ha
Said no one ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us about this album, how it might differ from your previous 2 releases, and also
Very slightly.
very slightly.
Well, all right. Stop me if you can tell me.
refinement.
Which album am I talking about? It's 12 tracks of fast, angry thrash metal with some nice hooks, some nice melodies, but mostly aggression.
Bit of
You forgot the groove.
There's a bit of groove.
Yeah.
Which one is it? You got 3 choices.
Pretty much all the same thing when you break it down.
I found the recipe.
Yeah, you do it
I
well.
use it. Yeah, I make a wicked batch of scones.
Let's talk about an event that is coming up,
Oh yes.
that this will air in time for, and that is Legions of Steel. You're at it again. This is
Yeah. You're not allowed to pay 2 years in a row, unless
unless you're
Unless-
Harlott.
unless you pay every year in a row.
Yeah.
I think that was the clause. I don't know if you guys know this. If you watch the show, Dennis likes us. He's a bit of a fan of my band.
He's a
just touch.
fanboy.
Not as much, damn it.
Oh,
Then again, I don't throw full cans of beer at you on stage.
sorry?
I don't throw full cans of beer at you.
No, you just,
Fuck
you
up
know,
your amp.
you just go to my shows, and that's pretty rude. So we got this one coming up. Can the cameras see that? There
Dennis
you go,
is doing
Dennis.
Jimmy
Dennis
now.
will.
Dude, fucking Jimmy.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. People will read that.
That's
All right.
okay. We're
It'll be
playing
good fun.
the gig guide every week for fucking...
All right, do you want to line up?
Go for it.
All right, we got Triple Kill, Katana Cartel, Demon Head, Back from the Dead, Trigger, Gypsy, Espionage, Espionage, Damnation's Day, Tabara, which we've discussed at length already,
Yeah.
which won't make it to air, Desecrator, and Harlott. So that'll be fun. That's a lot of heavy metal for one evening.
You're headlining.
Yeah. I guess that's
You
what
guess.
they tell me.
That's what
That's what the contract said. And I think what I signed. I signed that, yeah? Alright, sweet. Yeah, we're good.
So we're
We're
on.
good.
Sweet.
We're good. We get paid. Hooray.
You're the only band that's played every year apart from Clownface's band. So, what have... From your
How many
perspective...
years is it now? Will this be 4?
Three.
Will this be 4? So is that 3 years of having the biggest crowd and now you're finally putting us on the headlining spot? He's a good businessman, this one. He's savvy. He knows what's up. Only because I offered you a discounted price. How much you paying them? Fuck it, I'll do it for less.
What is the general plan now for Harlott over the next 12 to 18 months?
Play some shows this year.
Oh, hang on. I think I have it all lined out.
And
Roughly. Oh, we're doing that Australian tour.
yeah,
We're doing some Australian shows that we're announcing start of May.
Yep.
So I won't blow any loads yet. I'll just say, if you're in a major city in this country, does this go out?
it'll be the start of May by the
Goes
time this
worldwide
comes
this
out.
does.
Goes worldwide.
Yeah.
Buenos dias.
It streams worldwide now.
So yeah, major cities will be hitting up later this year because it's been a while since we've done that kind of thing. Again, because it's fucking difficult because it's expensive and it's hard and our money's been tied up on tour buses for the last 2 years. So we're definitely doing that. We're heading out with another great Aussie thrash band, so you'll get double the bang for your buck. We're hopefully going to try and line something up in Europe at the end of the year. Not too end of the year because no one wants to see metal at Christmas.
Yep.
Christmas is the
And
thing.
it's too
still.
cold.
It's too cold.
Fuck that.
A lovely October-November tour would be amazing. Beautiful time to go to Europe. You can wear leather jackets and look tough.
Not sweat.
Not sweat everywhere. Except all the fucking stores are like 28 degrees inside.
Yes, they
So
are.
you're walking around the streets and then you're like, I'm just going to street down to be jocks.
They just do it so naturally, don't they? We're just
Yeah.
just have it all the same. Much easier. Just wear the same stuff.
Just everything from roasting. early next year, we've got a couple of festival offers that we'll see if we can pan those out. Maybe a couple of shows either side, make a bit of a thing about it, and we'll be in the studio next year on album 4. At this rate,
Yeah.
easily.
Beautiful. All right, time for it. What are you going to put in the bin for us this week?
Have you got anything?
I don't really have anything. I'm a pretty happy person at the moment.
We can put Hawthorne in the bin for you if you want.
Actually,
No, you'd have to get them out first.
put them at the bottom of the bin.
Okay.
Hawthorne Football Club
Yeah.
in the bin.
Yeah.
This isn't as relevant as it would have been had I said this like maybe a year ago, but baby metal can fuck off and die.
Thank you.
I just can't. People get behind it and they go, "No, man, I think it's really cool." And I'm like, it destroys art. It destroys everything that we fucking hold dear. They get up and they perform those songs that some other motherfucker's written for them, and they make it all kitsch and fancy, and people eat it up. And I think you're as bad as every other motherfucker in this world.
Yep.
I'm so glad we agree on that.
Oh,
This
I
is why I love
completely
you,
agree
man.
with you.
It's the fucking worst.
I've had a
And
massive
also,
rant with them before.
regardless of what it stands for, it's fucking horrible. It's just bad to listen to. It's just and you're like, oh fuck, what is that noise and why does it exist? Why the fuck did you buy this, John? I will kill you. Sorry, John.
In the bin.
Cool. No, I am completely with you on that one. I have had massive tears in that before. Thank you.
Dennis has had a few massive tears.
This is true. On more than one occasion. Thank you both very much for coming out.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hope everything goes really well on the next cycle.
Thank you.
And
We're doing a handshake.
we're doing the handshake. Yeah, there we go.
The photo op.
It's happening better than the G20 summit. There we go.
Thanks a lot, mate.
No worries. Thanks
Thank you,
again.
fun.
We'll catch up
Cheers,
soon
buddy.
for sure.
See you soon.
Cheers.
There we go.